everyone, welcome back to Barre with Sarah. I am Sarah, and today we have a 60-minute class for balance. So it's full body, and it's all balance related. It said mobility in the title originally, and it didn't end up going that way. So if you want a mobility workout, don't worry, I'll link one from below. My music app decided to go into server maintenance, so I've got a little bit of light music that I'm going to be listening to try to keep the beat. Hopefully power music is going to come back online. So if you want some music to play yourself, we're going to be going at about 130, 132 beats per minute. So sorry, it was working this morning and now it's not. So let's talk about our setup today. So for balance, it's just going to be our normal setup. So we've got our support, our mat. I have 2 light sets of weights. I have 2s and 3s. You could go heavier if you want, but today it's really more about the balance element. And remember, a lot of things that we're going to be doing are compound moves. So using the upper and the lower body together rather than just doing upper body and then lower body. So before we get started, just a few things to remember. Balance can be tricky. It's going to vary day to day. I don't know where I am today. We're about to find out. So be gentle and kind to yourself. This workout can definitely get more into an intermediate and advanced options. But remember, if you're just beginning, that's okay. Make sure you have your support. Most things that we're going to be doing will be single-sided. So that means you could hold on with one hand and do the things on the other side of the body, which is great. The other thing to remember is that as we start to get a little more complicated, you can ground the moves. So if we're in releve, you can always come back to a V position. If we're in lunge with releve, you can just drop that heel down. So I'm going to try to remember to cue those things, but just know that you can go to a static variation of the move if the balance seems like it's too much. Okay, I'm going to fix my little mat here. And my app has still decided not to start itself. So we're going to start with a double step touch over at this side of the mat. So we're going to go step, touch, and step, touch. So you can reach and pull those arms if you want. That's what I like. Or you can just park it here. I know this is not a balance move. I just want to get our hearts going. Step, touch. Nice job. So hopefully you had a lovely weekend. It is now spring here in the northern hemisphere. We had daylight savings. You can tell by the amount of light that spring is here. So I hope you have that same energy that I do now that the season is changing. Nice job. All right, we can add that hop in the middle if you want. So step, hop, and touch. Nice job. Step, hop, Remember, you could just be here. Nice job. Or step, hop. Step, hop. Give me 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Nice job. Okay. We're going to go ahead and plant this right leg. We're going to sink down a little bit into our hips. And we're going to go tap in, tap back, and in. Tap out and in, back and in. Arms go out. Arms go up. You know we're going to speed this up, out, and up. Here we go. Out and up. Out and up. So you could be holding on with one hand, or you're just going to sink down into that leg. Make sure you can move the toes. I just messed that up. Little brain exercise, waking up that single side. Give me 4. And 3. And 2, and 1. Nice job. Shake out that standing leg. Ooh, that was good. Okay, now we're going to put all the weight into that left foot. We're going to sink down, again, more weight towards the heel so you can lift that toe. We're going to tap out and center, back and center. Out, center, back and center. Arms go out, arms go forward. So we're just activating that medial delt, activating that front delt. One more time, slow. Now here we go, out. So it's tap out, tap back. Whew. This is brain, all brain. You can also go back to that slower version. Nice job. Whew. Whew. Give me 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Nice job. Ooh. Shake that standing leg out. You could see me wobbling a little bit. So have your support handy. We're just going to stand up nice and tall, roll those shoulders up, down, around, and back. You're just going to take that knee up and tap, up and tap. This is a good way just for you to test, how's my balance feeling today? So pick a spot. So I'm looking at the fan behind my camera. It's not moving. So if you're struggling to balance, find something to focus on. Don't look at me because I'm moving. Give me 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Go ahead and take it up. Rotate out and in, out and in. You could be down at the ankle and in. Just lost my balance. Out and in. 2 more times. Out and in. Whoo. Out and in. Nice job. Shake it out. Let's go to the other side. Standing nice and tall. We're just lifting that leg up and down. So up and down. Let me turn on profile. Up and down. So I'm standing nice and tall. I'm not bringing the chest to the knee. I'm bringing knee towards the chest. And wherever it stops is fine. If you stop here, that's great. It's more about the balance. You should feel those small muscles in the foot, the calf, just start to wake up when I'm up and down, up and hold. We're going to rotate out and in, out and out, in and in. I'm sorry about the music, y'all. What a time for them to do server maintenance. But I love power music. Remember, you could be at the ankle and in, out and in. One more time, out and in. Set it down. Nice job. Okay, we're just going to do one more little. We've done this one. Come into first position. And I want you to try to balance this one if you can. So we're going to plie, roll through the heels, stand and down. Plie, roll, stand and down. Nice job. And if you're wondering why I'm playing music, so I can hear that you can't, is some of this music I'm listening to is copyrighted because it's the wonderful YouTube music. So I don't want our live stream to go down because that does happen. So I'm listening to it for a beat count. But again, you could put on, I think this is 132, if you want to listen to your own music. 2 and 1. Roll, stand, and down. Okay, we're going to come into a quick, nice long-legged hamstring stretch, tucking that hip under. We're going to get a lot of quads today in our upper body work. You're pretty welcome. And quick hamstring release. And let's switch that out. I'm going to try this out one more time. Now, my friends, you just get to listen to the music of my voice and coming back into that quick hamstring release. Okay, so for our upper body, we're going to be doing a lot of compound moves, which is really exciting. So we're going to get lower and upper body together. So we're going to start with some bicep and shoulder work. I'm going to grab a 3. You just need 1 because we're going to go single-sided. And let's start by putting the weight in that left hand. And we're going to come into V position. So if balance isn't feeling good for you today, you can just stay here nice and grounded. Another option, I have to turn in, would be to hold on to your support, but probably on profile because the weight's going to come up. All right, so here we are in elevate. Whew. So we're going to curl, press, down and down. Curl, press. So why are we doing single-sided? It changes the balance element for sure. Whew. 2 sides is actually easier than 1. Comes to balance, down and down. Maybe get a little lower in those legs. Nice job. Curl, press, down and down. Curl, press, down and down. Keep going. Curl, press, down and down. Make sure you have that curl in the spine. So I'm not tucked under with a flat back. No. Whew. Did anybody just feel a little shake in the legs? I did. Give me 2. And 1. Down and down. All right, we're going to go straight to triceps. So I want you to take that left leg. It's going to come straight back. So I'm going to turn on profile. So here we are in a long lunge. I want you to square that hip forward. It's going to want to open up. So the weight is still here in my left hand. I'm going to pitch my body weight forward. For more balance, I'm going to come up onto the toe. If that doesn't feel good, just pop that foot down. Okay, so we're going to come nice arrow arm, pulse up. So I'm going to change the focus. Palm in, palm up, palm in, palm up. Try to come more and more onto that toe, so you're feeling not only the tricep, but the wobble in that right leg. 6 straight arrow arms. Tuck that chin. Hand in, hand back. Hand in, hand back. Ha! Hand in, hand back. Whoo! Turn that hip forward on that left side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Ooh, shake out those legs. Okay, we're going to repeat that series on the other side. So coming into our V position, weight's now going to go into the right hand. Whew, coming up into releve, heels glued together, sliding down that imaginary wall. We curl, press, down and down. So you can see I can hold on to that support if I'm feeling a little more wobbly. But if you can, find that static point and challenge yourself. Curl, press, down, get a little bit deeper in those legs. Curl, press, down and down. Whew. Do you ever ride a bar class and then think this is going to be a doozy? That's today. Down, down, curl, press. Oh, I'm wobbling. Give me 4. Down and down. You could be lifting heavier on this. You could be doing a 6, an 8, or a 10. I'm choosing to go light today. Last time, curl, press, down, down. Set those heels down. Shake out the legs. Okay, that weight's going to stay in the right hand. We're going to lunge that right leg, so same leg as arm back. I'll turn on profile. Modification is to put that foot down nice and firmly, making sure those hips are turned forward. If you want to make it more balanced, you come up onto that toe. We're going to have that straight arm lifting. Here we go. Palm in, palm back, palm in, palm back. I'm going to look at you a lot less today because I need to keep my balance. Whew. In and back, in and back. Nice job. And back, in and back. 8, 7, 6 to hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it back for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that arm down. Okay, shake out those legs. Whew. I'm sweaty. 2 moves in. All right, I want you to pick up 2 weights. I'm going to grab my 2s, mainly because I'm talking a lot today. But 2s, 3s, 4s, something nice and light. Okay, so I want you to come into a lunge. And we're going to go ahead and take that right toe, point it out. So this is the nice side lunge. And I want you to check your form and you're coming down to that lunge, making sure that knee is above the ankle. It's not way out there. So go ahead and pick your position. If you don't want to add a lot of balance, you can just stay here in the lunge statically. That's great. Otherwise, I want those weights to come in front of you with me. I want to take it down and down, up and up. So you can see I just corrected my leg because I realized that my toe was coming too far forward past that knee. Like midfoot is okay, but not way past. And up, down, and down, up, and down. Nice job. Take it up and down. One more time. Take it up and down. Okay, I want you to come down, down, down. Option to stay here with the foot flat. If you want to come into a releve, I need you to pull that foot back and then pop the toe up, because then you can see I'm still in that good alignment. Inhale, bring those arms back and pulse, 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 little pulse. You're just pulsing back. Whew. A little bit lowering the leg and back, back and back. Through 4 and 3, and 2 and 1. Stand it up, lower it down. Stand it up, lower it down. So where am I feeling this work? Mainly on the quad and the inner thigh, the calf of that right leg, and then a little bit on, well, a lot bit on the shoulders too, down and down. Take it up and hold. 8, back 7, back 6, back 5. Good chest opener. 4, 3, 2, 1. Set that heel down. Go ahead, inch out that foot a little bit for me. Raise those arms back up. We're going to take it over and back. Little standing core, over and back. You could be doing this with your legs in parallel, but I want you to think about just rotating the shape of that torso over and back, over and over, back and back. 2 more times, and back. Last time, over and back. Okay, let's roll those shoulders up, down, around, and back. We get to do the other side. Okay, so let's check out those legs. Told you it was going to be a lot of quad work. Okay, so here I am in a nice wide position. I'm going to turn now those left toes out. There are different opinions on how to align. So if it feels comfortable to you, you can do a heel to heel alignment. You can also do more of a yoga alignment. That's what I tend to do, which is a heel to midfoot. Okay, so I'm going to cut down, 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 making sure that I'm in a nice alignment here. And now I'm going to take my arms, front shoulder raise as we go down and up, down and down, up and up, and up. Take it down. This is a great stretch for the inner thighs and hips. And up. Nice job. Take it down and up. I'm sorry, my poor ankle. And up. Need to do my own calf stretch workout. And up. Nice job. Take it down and up. Okay, now we're going to go and do those medial delt presses. So if you're going to come into releve with me, remember we need to pull that foot in and check our alignment. Yes, that looks good. So inhale, exhale, raise those arms up. Back they come. Here we go. Press back, press back, press back. Make sure that core's turned on. Press back, press back. Again, if this feels too wobbly, you can come to that static lunge. You can also do this in parallel or in V. Press back for 4, 3, 2, 1. We stand. We lift. We stand. We lift. And lift. When you stand, you realize how music driven you are when you don't have your regular music. But you know what? We're going to make it through this together. And down. Take it up, hold. Press back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flip those palms. Set that heel down. Whew. Gonna go over and up. So now a static lunge, lifting up and over, up and up. So now we're really working in to that right oblique. Whew, and I just caught myself coming out of alignment. So I'm gonna try to just go side to side. Oh my gosh, arms failing. Down and down, up. Last time, down and up. Set those weights down for a second. I need a sip of water. Maybe you need one too. Okay, we are going to come into Amen, Hallelujah. Our music is back, everyone. Okay, we are going to come into who feels better? I do. Yay, praise hands. Okay, we're going to come into a curtsy lunge with a shoulder extension. This is going to get the heart rate way up. So I'm going to show you some different options. We're going to go ahead and put the weight. Actually, no, I want to go left side first. No music, too much music. everything today in the channel. I want that weight to go into your left hand. So for a curtsy lunge, you're going to take that same left side. We're going to step it back so you can just barely see my leg. I'm going to curtsy down. Sorry, weight's going to come up, tap. This is our first option. That weight's going to come up by the cheekbone as we step back, and then we're going to tap. I hope you're joining me because our minute is starting. Now, this might not be enough for you. If that's the case, I want you to start by adding a knee. Remember, here's your basic option. We're coming up and knee. Nice job. Sinking down into that squat or control front kick. So I'm chambering that leg. What that means is I'm bringing up knee and that extending. Nice job while you're tapping. You're going at your own pace. If you don't like that music speed, you don't have to. I'm just going to cycle through all the options. We've got time for 2 more. Last one. Woo, heart rate way up. Okay. Breathe. I know it's on a cardio bar. Everything's a cardio bar. Now we're going to switch. The weight's going to go into that right hand. The left leg's going to be our base. Make sure you're clear of that support. Page on your side. Okay, so just checking your form, squaring those hips forward for that curtsy squat. So as we're coming up with the knee, think about bringing the weight, which is going just right past the cheekbone. And remember, this is our first option. Whew. This is not enough for you. The more you extend that leg, the more balance you're bringing into this equation. And sometimes you might have to do a little pit stop. So maybe you have to stop and then lift. That's okay. Or all the way up. Whew. So yeah, this is kind of a little kick on me. You don't normally do that, but I felt like it. Nice job. Almost through. You're doing great. Ooh, I'm wobbling all over the place. We've got 4. We've got 3. Ooh. We've got 2. And 1 more. 1. Nice job. Let's stretch. Oh. Set those legs aside. You did awesome. Okay, let's take that arm across. You hear my voice, heart rate's way up. We're going to slow it down. Don't worry. Take that same arm up. Nice tricep. And other side. Again, doesn't really matter which side. I find balance work to be deceptive because I always feel it the next day. And I'm feeling today's a good balance day for me. We'll see what's about to happen. But remember, it's your chest opener. So be kind to yourself. If it's a hard balance day, try tomorrow. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe the next day. Now let's just do a couple shoulder rolls. Okay, so let's go ahead and take left ear to left shoulder, drawing that chin up. And help that head up and over. Okay, so we're gonna go into leg work next. And it's gonna be very heavy on the back body. You're welcome. But since we got some quad work in, I want us to do a quick little quad release. Let's go ahead and take right hand to right ankle, pulling that knee in, remembering tucking those hips under, then pulling the leg back. Just standing and yanking the leg doesn't really do that much. So we're going to go into another lunge series. We have a lot of lunge series today. And so if you're struggling a little bit with your balance today, what I want you to do is just keep a little bit more grounded. It's totally fine. Lunges already require some balance. We're just upping the ante today because it's balance day. Whenever I say that, I think of my aunt, who we call Auntie. Not as in Auntie in a poker game. Okay. A lot of not funny jokes today, I admit. Okay. So if you have a support, I would recommend facing into it, just to have it available. It's going to make it a little bit easier. So you're going to go ahead and take whichever leg is closer to your screen, forward, and the other leg back. So squaring those hips, looking down at your feet, making sure they're in parallel this way, even though they're further apart. So we're going to come down into that lunge. So if your knee really hurts, you can make it a little bit longer. We're going to extend that leg to keep it nice and long. We're going to bring our hands to prayer. And as we go down, we're going to twist away from the back leg. So we go down and then come up. You can just go at your own pace on this one. Really trying to twist as much as we can. And again, being that carousel horse. So sometimes we want to twist and come forward, but today we're just sinking that knee and that body straight down as we rotate. If you want even more, you can take your hands straight out and twist. Woo. If this is feeling good for you, we're going to progress. And how we're going to progress is we're going to step that front foot forward and come into a lunge on releve. So we're flat. Now you're just going to pop that toe. Same exercise. Down and twist. Up and up. So for your releve, I want that heel high, 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 high. So if your heel is down here, I want you to drop it. Woo. Down and up. Oh boy, I'm wobbling like crazy. And down, up, and up. Go ahead and plant that foot, and we're going to do a lunge over lift. So we're going to lunge and lift. So you saw me there as I was coming to lift. I had to grab that support. Ideally, we're going to do lunge over lifts without touching our support. Woo. So I was telling Andy this could be a face plant moment. Let's see how this works. Okay, do four more with me. Then we're going to do some fold over to finish this set out. There's 3. Give me 2 more. Not on the beat for this one, because I want you to focus on your balance, slow and controlled. Last one. Oh, I'm wobbling. Up, up, up. Okay, we're going to come into fold over. If you'd like, you can come just to a regular fold over, same leg back. If you want even more, I'm going to have you come into half split. So coming all the way down, hands planted on the floor. Want you to turn that leg out and lift. Little lift. Shift that weight back over the heel and lift. Remember, you could just be doing a regular fold over at your support. Give me 8, 7, 6 to a hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flip that leg in. We're going to try to stand up without our support. So letting the hands go. Up, 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 up. Ooh, up, 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 up. Ha! Shake that standing leg. I am dripping sweat. And it was running down my face. Not fold over. Whew. That was tricky. That was tricky. Okay. That was easy for you. You can teach me your balance moves. Now we get to the other side. Okay, so take that back leg forward, the front leg back. Checking your limit. Squaring those hips. And then coming down and just testing your lunge. Seeing how that feels. Should be a nice opener for the side. Whew, that was good. Okay, here we go. Take it down and up. So remember, we're twisting towards the front leg, towards that side of the body, I should say. We're not actually twisting forward. We're twisting side. We're gonna do about 8 of these. 4 more, and then we're gonna go for 4 more on releve, if you so desire. 2 more by my count, maybe you're a little faster. Doesn't matter if you do 7 instead of 8, no big deal. Okay, so you're gonna stay there if you want, but if you wanna try releve like you did on the other side, that's great. Coming up into that high heel, stepping that back leg back. Ooh, this side's harder. We go down and up. Whew. Down. Oh, I hope you can see me wobbling. This side is a lot harder for me. 2 more. And up. Ha. And up. I hope my alignment was good. I couldn't look. Okay, time for our lunge over lifts. Woo. Here we go. We're gonna lunge and left. Remember that bar for your supports there if you need it. I'm all over the place on this side. And left. I would have you go less far and be able to keep that balance. That's actually more impressive to me today. This is what we're focused on. 4 more. Let me go to that fold over finisher. We've got the woo. We've got 2. And we've got 1 more. Okay, yes we can, yes we can, yes we can. Up, 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 up. Down, 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 down. Okay, let's finish up with that fold over. Reminder, you can totally modify by holding onto that support, extending that leg out, nice straight line in the body. So if you're up here, that's fine. Then we're gonna turn that leg out at the thigh. Or we're gonna come all the way down into half split. So down, come, down, 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 down. Lift that leg up, turn it out, and now we lift. We'll lift. Shift that weight back over the heel and lift. Lift. Still pulling in that outer glute. This gives us more of a balance element. You've got 8 and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Turn that Bible down. Wherever you are, let go of that support and see if you can come up to stand. Slow, 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 slow. Whew, you did it. We did it. I'm getting some much deserved water. Whew. Okay. I hope you're enjoying this one so far. I sure am. We're going to move to the back thigh. And I want you to grab some weights for this one. You can do it without weight. Actually, I think it's easier with weight, especially if you're going to do the balance option. So you could use 2s, you could use 3s. I think I'm going to use my 3s. You could also go heavier. These weights are just a counterweight for you. So we're going to go into some upper back thigh work. So it's that spot where the low glute is meeting the high hamstring. This tends to be pretty underdeveloped in a lot of us, especially I've noticed in the guys. I think a lot of women think a lot about working the glutes. Some guys not so much. So listen to your body and your range of motion for this one. So I want you to have 1 weight in each hand with the palms facing you. You can be holding on to that support if the weighted version doesn't feel good for you. That's totally fine. So we're going to go ahead and step that front leg back. And I want you to come up onto the toe or the ball mound of the foot. And all we're going to do is holding those weights. Let's roll those shoulders up, down, and back. We're going to start by going down and up. So this is our first option. You can see that back is staying nice and flat. It's just rocking over the pelvis. You put a soft, soft, soft bend in that knee, or I should say a micro bend in that knee. and up. So where should you be feeling this? You really should be feeling it on that front back thigh. So this foot that's forward, that your weights are sliding down close to that leg. That's the back thigh. So press up to the heel of that front foot. Oh man, nice job. Down and down, up and up. 2. Moves a little fast. I'm going to take it a little bit slower last time. And up. Okay, keep that front leg there. Bring the back leg up to meet it. Shake that front leg out. We're going to do that on the other side. So taking that back leg back a little bit. You can be on the ball mound. You can be up higher on the toe. And again, we're going to hold those weights. Don't want those shoulders forward, up, down, running back. Here we go. Down. And up, 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 down. So make sure your thighs are in the same direction. Soft little micro bend in that front knee. So again, pressing up through all 4 points of the feet, but really through that heel and that front foot. And you're going to feel it. If you start to feel your low back, what could that mean? Well, that could mean that you're working, I'm going to demonstrate it, like too much into that low back. So if you're feeling your low back, I want you to bring that core in tight and also reduce your range of motion. Nice job. And up, one more time. Down. And up. Okay, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Okay, now we're moving to the really much more bouncy option. Whew. Sweating for you today. Okay, let's go ahead and come back to that stance we were in before. And we're going to be doing a weighted seesaw. We've done seesaw, you've held onto the bar. So again, your modification is to hold onto that bar and just come and do your seesaw, weighting your heel, and up, up, just like we do regularly. This is just the balanced version of that. So stepping away from your support, holding those weights in each hand. So again, where are we feeling this? In the hamstring and glute of that front leg. Roll the shoulders up, down, around, and back. Find your focal point. 1 minute. So we're just coming down and up. Core nice and tight. If you need a smaller range of motion, if you need to stay here at the top of that range, that is great. Your ankle and your foot should be wobbling because your body is trying to figure out how to balance itself. And I would look at you, but my body is balancing itself. So again, find a point that's not moving. I'm looking at my bookshelf, and that's keeping me steady. Whew. Down, down, up, up. Balance work is so good for us. It's all those little muscles. It's our proprioception, figuring out where we are in space. Nice job. Nice job. Okay, I want you to come down and hold for me. Lift 8. Back leg left. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, set those weights down for me. I want to release the back. We're trying to work in the back, but it's a whole system. So bring your legs out nice and wide. Bend those knees. Just roll over for me. Stomach is soft. Maybe coming into ragdoll, reaching for opposite elbows. And giving your hips a little side to side. I know when I feel I need to release, you probably need one too. Bend those knees, rolling up on purpose. Okay, we need to do that on the other side. So go ahead and bring your opposite leg forward. So I just had my right leg forward. Now my left leg is coming forward. Again, we're going to go to that seesaw, down and up. Hold on to that support. Let those weights go. If this is not a good exercise for you. Otherwise, square those hips for me. Roll those shoulders up and run back. So go down and down, up and up. Ooh, I caught my line. That was not good. So I'm going to reduce my range of motion and down, up and up. Tuck that chin in for me. That's, I think, one thing I'm doing is my head is jutting. And try to zip your core in just a little bit. And down, and up, and up. Nice job. Take it down, and down, up, and up. So you're seeing me modify. For me, it's not a balance thing. I just feel like this hamstring is really tight. So it's okay to modify. You could also be going down and down. Ooh, I lost my balance there. Up and up. You can also drop that toe back down. So if you need to be here and just moving the upper body, that is good too. Or remember, you keep going if you're happy where you are. You could always be here, going down and up. This is great too. And up. Let's do one more. And up. Go ahead and come down for me and hold. Little lifts of that leg for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Tuck that chin for 2 and 1. I was failing. Set those weights down. And let's go ahead and roll over one more time. So that forward fold. Knees soft, coming down, relaxing. Just letting that low back go. Maybe straighten those legs just a little bit into those hamstrings. Walking side to side, you know it's going to feel good and release your body right now. You do that for me. So go ahead and roll up. Bend those knees. One vertebra at a time. And now we get to stretch. Oh. Okay, we're going to come into figure 4. I'm going to do mine in a minute here on my support, but as a reminder, taking your ankle to knee and sitting back. Since it is balance day, if you feel like making this a balance, you can bring your hands to heart center. Again, this is the stretch. So it's super important we balance it. I want a little bit more for my legs today, so I put my towel on my support. So if you like that figure 4, you stay there. I'm going to bring my foot up, and I'm going to stretch here. Keep that foot flexed, and you should feel it really start to open all the way down here, turning that hip into the support, especially if your knee's elevated. Nice job. Okay, if you're elevated, I want you to just stay there for another minute. I'm going to set up for those of you who are in regular chair. So stay there if you're elevated. If you're in chair, all I want you to do is bend that standing knee and bring that foot forward for a hamstring stretch. So you're going to be right here. All right, my standing people, you can undo that figure 4 and do a nice standing hamstring stretch. Think about pulling that booty back just a little bit, untucking those hips, and then you can start to reach forward. We're not relaxing, pulling that chest through. I feel like I lecture a lot about stretching. I realize I stretched not wrong, but ineffectively for years and years and years. So don't be like me. Take your stretching seriously. It will really help with your recovery, especially as we get older. I'm not 16 anymore. I need to stretch a lot better at this age. All right. Go ahead and help your leg down. Come out of that hamstring stretch. And let's come into quad. You know, we already did a little quad release. We got more lunges. Standing nice and tall. I love doing different workouts with you. I hope it engages you as much as it does me. If you heard my galloping cat just then, it's feeding time upstairs. Okay, let's come to chair on the other side, or figure 4, excuse me. So sitting back like you're in a chair, opening that hip, flexing that foot, I realized. Hard to see my grace back. I'm going to turn into my support. This is my tight side. Okay, stepping into that support a little bit, keeping that foot flexed, turning that other hip in. If you haven't seen my targets, my lower body targets, I think I'm going to do my own hip stretch target today because I need it. All right, stay there if you're elevated, or you can move into that hamstring. Reminder for my folks on the floor, just to bend into this knee and extend this leg for a hamstring stretch. If we're elevated, again, squaring that hip off, pulling that leg back just a little bit, and then coming forward, pulling that chest through. Nice job. You're doing great. All right, let's do that quad stretch. And we're going to core. Okay, so we're going to go to a standing core exercise. I see you, Andy. I know you love these. And I'm going to show you the modification first. So for the modification, we're doing an oblique crunch, and I'm going to do it with a curtsy lunge because I'm a horrible person. So if you don't like the curtsy lunge and you just want to work on the oblique, you can just go ahead and take your hand to your ear. You're going to extend this other side down, this other arm down the body, and you're going to reach towards that knee and then crunch. Reach towards that knee and crunch. You can stay here the whole time. This is great. Okay, you want to come to me. We're going to come back into, so I'm going to put both hands up, and I'm going to come and I'm going to start with a tap. So I'm going to lunge and tap. You probably know where this is going. Lunge. Now, you might need a little intermediate tap in between. So you see, I did a little tap. And lost my balance. Tap. Maybe you're feeling great today. Let me see if I can do it. I'm not going to look at you all the way up. So that's the real goal, is to not, I don't care how it looks. We're focused on crunching that oblique while challenging our balance. Nice job. Crunch. Down. And crunch. Or you can just come up to a tap. Crunch, tap. That's great. Crunch, tap. This left side is really just there for support. Let's do one more. Crunch and tap. Okay, let's check out that leg. We did that quad stretch, Jason. Nice job. Okay, how are you doing on the other side? Okay, so to set up for the modification, again, you're here. Now, that right leg is going down the leg, and you're crunching. Right arm down, right leg, and crunch. That's a great modification. 4. Here we go. Curtsy lunges. Down and crunch. This is our first option, just to come to a tap. This is great. You're feeling confident as you start tapping. Because remember, both sides are different. Maybe you do a little tap down to get to the knee up. Or, let's see if I can do it. I'm not looking at you because I'm going to lose my balance, and I just did. So losing your balance is not the worst thing, as long as it's a safe losing of the balance, because your body is learning to correct. Oh, I need a tap there. Nice job. Let's do 2 more and 1 more. And your legs are tired, so be kind to yourself. And back. Nice job. Okay, come down to the mat with me. We are doing a plank with a flying arm. You knew this was happening. Okay, so you can be here in a nice modified plank. You can tuck the toes and come all the way up. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to be modified today. I'm going to start by taking that front arm. It's going to come out to the side, front, and down switch. Out, side, front, back down. The goal is to keep everything else locked. If you're doing this on your toes, that's even harder. What I don't want to do is see those hips rock. Your hips are rocking. Set it down. Nice job. And child's pose. All right, come back up to tabletop. If you are pregnant and showing, so past like 18 to 20 weeks, I want you to come just into a bird dog. So extending opposite hand and leg. That's where I want you to be. That's going to keep your spine in neutral. But if that does not match you, go ahead and extend. Curl in, opposite elbow to knee. Extend, return. So if you're pregnant, we don't want to have that much flexion and extension of the spine. But if your back is healthy and you're not prenatal, I want you to take on the balance challenge. Nice and slow. If you need more stability, as you can see now, I'm tucking that toe on the quote unquote standing leg. And that will help. Nice job. Extend, curl and tuck. Extend, one more time. Extend, curl and tuck. Extend, and down. Okay, we're gonna do a beast to down dog. Beast is literally my least favorite core exercise, but it's really, really good. So to set up beast, you're gonna come into tabletop. So wrists underneath shoulders, knees, there we go. Knees underneath your hips. You're gonna press down firmly through those wide starfish hands, tuck those toes, and lift the knees up. And then you're gonna come back into down dog. So down dog, come like you're gonna set your knees down, but hover, and then back. So we're getting a little hamstring stretch, a lot of low core. To make it harder, you just hold it longer in beast. So maybe you hold for 4, 3, 2, 1, press up. Nice job. 4, 3, 2, 1, press up. You can just come down and up if beast is new to you. If you're feeling really tired today, that's okay. Remember, if you're super tight in the hamstrings, you can keep those legs bent as you come up. That's okay too. You're doing great. And back. Do 2 more. And back. Let's hold this last piece down together. Hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down. Coming back to child's pose. You're sitting in that child's pose. We get our stretch. I'm going to turn on some nice slower music for us. There we go. All right. We're going to come into a little kneeling lunge. So go ahead and bring 1 foot forward. And as you come forward, I want you to be on the fleshier part of that knee. You can take your towel and fold it up underneath. One a little bit more. Take that same arm as leg is back. Take it up. And we're going to rotate open. Nice job. Continuing to work more forward as we twist open. Nice job. Go ahead and come back to center. Bring that arm down. Let's switch it out. Coming forward. Nice hip flexor opener. Our legs are still in hip distance parallel. Hips turn forward. Same arm as leg comes up. Can rotate open. Nice job. Come back to center. Arm comes down. Let's come to a seat. Okay, we're going to come into cobbler. And as we come into cobbler, I'm going to talk a little bit about next week. So cobbler, soles of the feet together, opening like a book. So as you're pressing a cobbler, I brought my ankle weights. These are actually ankle wrist weights. They're from Teza. Highly recommend. So next week's express workout is going to be about ankle weights. So we did that upper body bands workout. We're going to do lower body with ankle weights. Same cobbler, come to straddle if you'd like. So if you don't have ankle weights, that's okay. It can be a body weight workout. You can also bring a 2 or 3 pound weight for a couple of the exercises. But I'm a huge fan of ankle weights. These are 1s. I also have 2s. So I hope you'll join me for our last workout of March. Let's go ahead and pull that chest through. Really, really excited. Tomorrow, all the April classes are going up on the channel. They're all planned. We've got some sliders. We have another workout with the chair. And then more to come on cardio and belly bar. Nice job. Let's go ahead and bring those legs in. Taking left knee, left ankle to right knee. Sitting up here in our modified triangle. That workout was tough. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. I'm going to be sore tomorrow. So staying here with that chest nice and open. We're stacking chin on top of chin. And into triangle. Finding that top foot and moving towards it. Okay, go ahead and walk back to center. Let's switch that out. So now right ankle to left knee. I always thought I knew my right from my left until I had to teach in reverse. And now I'm not so good at it. The thing is it doesn't really matter. As long as you do both sides, whatever. I know some people like to do mirror, stack chin on top of chin. It drives me bonkers when people don't teach in mirror, so I'm teaching in mirror. Although COVID is getting better here in Washington State, so I hope I will see some of you in a live fitness class, live fitness class very soon. Nice job. Okay, we're going to go ahead and unwind. Before we roll up here, we're going to go ahead and come into a little stretch for the calves. So similar again to ball pose in yoga, and ball pose is where you roll and grab your hands. But I want you just to drop those heels. So the weight is where in the balls of my feet. Gravity is pulling my heels towards the earth. I've got my hands planted firmly, so I'm not rocking too far back or too far forward. If balance work is newer to you, I would recommend doing a calf stretch. After this, you could just find a stair and drop your heels off of that. Just know a lot of the smaller muscles that you don't necessarily use when you do bigger motions, and bar is good for small muscles, but you might feel those a little bit differently. So just be kind to yourself. Maybe a hot pad, maybe a hot bath, just a little bit of love. Let's go ahead and now plant those hands more firmly. Start to straighten the legs as the head pitches forward down towards the earth. Just hang. And now plant those hands and just straighten those legs as much as you can. Even if you're here and that's as much as you can, if your legs back, that's fine. And just come and straighten. Opening up that back body. Now go ahead and bend those knees. Roll up one vertebra at a time. Head comes up last. Inhale up. And exhale. Hands to heart center. All right, thank you. You stuck with me through not only a tough workout, but technical difficulties. But we did it together. So thank you so much for joining me for Barre with Sarah today. I will see you next Monday for ankle weights, a great 30-minute express class. Remember, body weight is fine for any Barre with Sarah class. Thanks, y'all. Bye.